Think you watched every great isekai last year? Think again. These 10 hidden gems and underrated anime sequels from 2023 absolutely demand your immediate attention. Kicking off our list at number 10, The Eminence in Shadows Season 2. Sid Kaganu returns to continue his massive roleplay fantasy as a secretive mastermind controlling the world from the dark shadows. Traveling to the lawless city, he battles blood vampires and greedy corporate syndicates, unknowingly shifting global politics while completely convinced he is just acting out cool underground vigilante spy tropes. This season pushes the glorious edge of pure, unadulterated cringe comedy into absolute brilliance. The animation studio masters the visual flair, delivering stunning combat sequences that contrast perfectly against Sid's absurd internal monologue. It remains a masterclass in parody, proving that an overpowered protagonist is endlessly entertaining when they are utterly disconnected from the serious reality surrounding their ridiculous actions. Sliding into the next spot at number 9, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Season 2. Following a devastating heartbreak, Rudius Greyrat journeys to the Northern Territories as a severely depressed adventurer seeking his missing mother. He eventually enrolls in the Ranoa Magic Academy to research teleportation anomalies, forcing him to navigate complex social dynamics, cure his magical ailments, and forge new alliances with fellow students. Instead of endless action, this installment bravely pivots into deep psychological territory. The deliberate pacing allows for profound character development, tackling trauma and recovery with surprising maturity. The background art remains breathtaking, making the Magical Academy feel incredibly lived in. It is a bold, narrative-driven shift that elevates the entire franchise beyond typical power fantasies into a truly gripping character study. Keeping the momentum going at number 8, Handyman Saito in Another World. An ordinary, underappreciated repairman is transported to a fantasy realm where his very mundane skills suddenly become vital. Teaming up with a senile wizard, a greedy fairy, and a heavy knight, Saito uses lockpicking, tool maintenance, and clever engineering to help his eccentric party survive deadly underground dungeon exploration quests. What starts as a series of charming sketch comedy gags subtly weaves into a deeply emotional, overarching narrative. It brilliantly subverts the overpowered hero trope by making extreme competence in normal everyday tasks the ultimate superpower. The comedic timing is absolutely flawless, yet it manages to hit you with surprising moments of genuine vulnerability that completely steal your heart away. Serving up something delicious at number 7, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. Accidentally summoned alongside actual heroes, Makoto realizes his only magic ability is online grocery shopping. Fleeing the suspicious kingdom, he cooks modern Japanese meals using otherworldly ingredients. His incredible culinary creations accidentally tame a legendary giant wolf and an adorable slime, forcing him into a lucrative but chaotic merchant lifestyle. Studio Mappa delivering a pure slice-of-life cooking show was an unexpected blessing. The food animation is so obscenely detailed, it practically demands you eat dinner while watching. It is a relaxing, incredibly wholesome palate cleanser that trades intense political struggles for cozy campfires and satisfying capitalist ventures. Honestly, watching a legendary beast act like a spoiled puppy never gets old. Breaking into the next tier at number 6, the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady. Princess Anisfia lacks traditional magic, but uses her past life memories to invent revolutionary magical technology. When her royal brother cruelly breaks his engagement to the talented noblewoman Euphilia, Anisfia dramatically crashes the party, kidnaps the heartbroken girl, and makes her a research assistant to restore her tarnished noble reputation. This show completely caught me off guard with its phenomenal action choreography and deep political intrigue. The vibrant dynamic between the wonderfully chaotic inventor and the rigidly formal noblewoman drives a beautifully executed romance. It flawlessly balances lighthearted Yuri fluff with shockingly intense magical battles, proving that magical engineering can yield a story with massive emotional stakes and spectacular visuals. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5, the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in Another World. Betrayed by his allies, Japan's greatest exorcist reincarnates into a traditional magical family but possesses 0 local mana. Instead, Seika relies entirely on his past life's spiritual techniques and bound yokai familiars. Disguising his immense power, he manipulates events from behind the scenes to secure a peaceful, completely uneventful existence. Merging ancient Japanese folklore mysticism with standard Western fantasy magic is an absolutely brilliant stylistic choice. Seika is refreshingly calculating, acting more like a cunning sociopath than a righteous hero. The tactical battles where he summons terrifying mythological spirits against generic fantasy monsters are wildly entertaining, making this one of the smartest, most unique power fantasies released in recent memory. Moving up the ranks to number 4, Dead Mount Deathplay. In a fascinating reverse isekai twist, a legendary necromancer escapes absolute destruction by casting a complex reincarnation spell. He awakens inside the recently murdered body of Polka Shinoyama in modern-day Shinjuku. Surrounded by violent yakuza, deranged assassins, and corrupt police, he desperately attempts to carve out a quiet, peaceful life. Written by the genius behind Durarara, this masterpiece expertly weaves an incredibly complex web of bizarre urban factions and intertwined criminal conspiracies. The dark urban fantasy aesthetic is phenomenal, blending gruesome violence with hilariously morbid dark comedy. It throws every single genre rulebook directly out the window, delivering a wildly unpredictable thrill ride that demands your full, undivided attention immediately. Claiming the bronze spot at number 3, Farming Life in Another World. After dying from terminal illness, Hiraku is granted a healthy new body and a divine omnipotent farming tool. Dropped into a perilous, monster-filled forest, he clears land, builds shelter, and grows miraculous crops. Slowly, wandering vampires, elves, and angels flock to his settlement, transforming his isolated farm into a village. If you need ultimate relaxation, this is your holy grail. It totally ditches high-stakes combat for a soothing progression system built purely on satisfying village management. Watching a barren wasteland gradually evolve into a bustling, harmonious community feels incredibly rewarding. It is the visual equivalent of a warm hug, offering pure dopamine hits through simple agricultural tasks and friendly community. Securing the runner-up position at number 2, saving 80,000 gold in Another World for my retirement. Orphan teenager Mitsuha accidentally acquires the incredible ability to instantly teleport between modern Earth and a medieval fantasy realm. Calculating she needs 2 billion yen for a comfortable retirement, she establishes an interdimensional trading business. She cleverly imports modern supplies, weapons, and technology to manipulate the fantasy world's entire economy. Mitsuha is unapologetically ruthless when it comes to securing her financial bag, which makes her an absolute joy to follow. Instead of fighting demon lords, she dominates through pure capitalism, exploiting the medieval nobility with cheap plastic goods and firearms. Her unabashed greed, mixed with sharp business acumen, brings a wildly fresh, highly comedic angle to the saturated portal fantasy. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's mansion. Reincarnated into a novel, Rinko awakens as Raeliana, a minor side character fated to be poisoned by her fiancé. To survive, she uses her knowledge of the future to blackmail the kingdom's powerful, calculating Duke Noah into a fake engagement, stepping straight into a dangerous web of deadly aristocratic politics. This adaptation completely nails the suspenseful charm of the original manhwa. Raeliana is incredibly sharp and wonderfully cynical, entirely refusing to play the helpless victim. The biting banter between her and the dangerous Duke creates an electric, slow-burn romantic tension that is utterly captivating. It brilliantly proves the villainous subgenre holds some of the absolute best writing in anime today. 2023 was truly a phenomenal year for the genre, continually proving the classic portal fantasy format still has countless unique stories to tell. Which specific show dominated your screen last year? Share your personal favorites with me directly in the comments, and always keep watching great anime.